Hey, brohans and broskies and brosidens and bronicles and bronips and whatever else you want me to call you. I'm doing this new tutorial on how to make, the sword change color and the lightsaber beam gun thing change color, whatever that thing's called, Spartan laser. There you go. Same thing. So anyway, I didn't really think I should really make this tutorial at first because it seems like if you have the program that can do this, it seems almost like with my other tutorials, you would have kind of maybe understood how to do it by now. But I'll do it anyway. So here we go. So I got a few clips of people's swords and stuff and lasers and the lightsaber gun, whatever I just called it a moment ago. So here's a cool clip where Thel is like raptor, but he's carrying a white sword. Boring. Let's change that. So let's create another track. I'll just okay, there we go. Made a new track. This is a helpful button. I'm going to teach you while I'm doing this. If you ever want to, like copy that and make a new clip. Oh no! It made the audio again. We don't want audio. That's stupid. We don't need more audio. So let's press ignore event grouping. Then when I copy that, I'm pressing Control C, by the way, to copy. Control V. Now it just pastes that, and it's not like turnip. Anyway, let's change the color of that sword, shall we? So I'm going to go into this upper thing and click the little crop thing and just go to some random. I never start masking anything from the beginning because it always seems like it's kind of falling off the edges. I find like actually at this time it's kind of good. I usually start kind of right in the middle. And let's just build a quick mask around that thing. Zoom in a little bit. Dun 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 dun. Boop bop boop beep bop boop. I'm still doing kind of fast. Boop boop bop boop beep bop bop. Boop boop beep boop. Yeah, this is pretty darn crappy. And actually, normally I don't make nearly that many points. In fact, actually, let me just... Okay, that's way more points than I'd ever make. That's probably a bad example. I usually just do, like... This is pretty much how I did all of Rod's. Probably, literally, like, not many more than that. And then here, I'll show you how to, do something else in a moment. So I don't make that many points, and you can, like... I don't... God dang it. Deselect all. You can, like, spin these little things around. It's like you're playing Twister. I don't know how to play Twister, but you just... There we go. And, you just keep messing with it until you get something that... God, why does that thing always spin the wrong way? Way to be dumb. Why is it not road... What the... Oh. Oh, there we go. That's why it's being dumb. Okay. Had a little... Sorry. Might give up. Might give up. There we go. So here we go. We got some nice little mask. Nothing's happening. Duh. Because I didn't do anything. Stupid. Just kidding. You're not stupid. I don't call it stupid. Okay. Well, it looked like it only went on the first clip anyway. So let's, click on the little effects thing on that clip, and we're gonna go, let's do color corrector 1. Color corrector 1's pretty cool. Let's make his sword. What color you want? Purple again. You guys like some fruity colors. Let's do purple. They call me Sword Purple. Let's get some dark purple in there. Right now it looks pretty junky. Obviously you don't want to do that much purple. And maybe like the highs just a little bit, not too much. But right now you're still like, oh, that's dumb. That doesn't look real. Go back to your mask. Select this, have the mask, and do like feather type. I usually do both. Both looks good, and then like slide the little feathering up, and you notice like how it already. Hold on, I'm doing it a lot right now just to show you what a lot looks like. See how it's kind of disappearing in the edges. Actually, let me put a lot of fruitiness on this really quick just so you can get a good view. Go, go, go. Use super fruity sword. You get a better example. Watch the fruitiness kind of blur out a little bit, and then sometimes when you blur it, kind of sucks in a little bit. So you might want to kind of pull the points actually more out of the sword than they should be. Oh, there we go. Now it looks pretty sweet, but not really because it's solid. So obviously, I'm going to turn the saturation back down to where it was. Not so hard, not nearly so hard. And, now I got a purple sword. Looks pretty good. Obviously, it's gonna fall right out of the sword pretty fast. So, you have to very tediously, which is why this takes a really long time. I don't really recommend doing this. I only changed the sword because I thought it'd be awesome and unique, because nobody ever does that. But, it's a butt ton of work. If you're gonna put a lot of work into it, it looks pretty cool in the end, because you can definitely add more, like, personality to your character. And already, see, like, I got this really sweet looking, So sometimes you can use hand cheats and just kind of select everything, move it over. Yeah, already if I go through this, that looks pretty cool. Pretty purple sword. I mean, if I were to take that off, back down to boring. You can't even tell that's a sword. Boring. What's he holding? Is that like ice cream? Boring. Boring. Bring it up. Oh yeah. Alright, so that's one way. One way I found out how to do it that kinda helps. Don't ask me how I thought of this. Oh, see, I'm being stupid, not showing you the thing I just told you how to do. There's that little button. Go. Ooh, why didn't I make it a new track? Whatever. I'll do it like that. I'm gonna. If you ever have the color that you want to change the color, there's if it's kind of like isolated against, you know, like right now, see how it's kind of against like dark blacks and grays and browns. You can kind of color. You can do. There's a color corrector effect in After Effects, but if you don't have After Effects like I don't, you can just do this, which I figured out, which works pretty well. So I made 3 clips. You could do it in 2. If the whole screen, if the color you want to change is the only thing of that color in the whole screen, you only need 2 clips. But normally, you know, like that little sky is probably gonna be pretty close to that color. So I'm gonna make 3. Let me see if I remember how to do this. I think I did the first clip was a mask. Yes, the first clip was my mask. I'm gonna mask just. This doesn't have to be actually on this. So I'm just selecting everything that includes the sword, but doesn't include anything of the same color of the sword. Like, see, right now, you know, I made sure not to include that little kind of bluish. My teeth hurt. I've been eating way too much candy corn today. Ow. Do you ever eat too much candy and your teeth just actually feel kind of painful? I do right now. So I'm just creating a few, you know, just kind of moving around. So actually, you don't notice anything happening yet. So I'm going to go down to this clip, and I'm going to chroma key out this, just, you know, use my little pure tool. Pick like a nice little, right there. Go. Chroma it out. But you probably don't notice anything happen. Actually, you notice it all happening everywhere but the sword. You know why? Because we're going to have to go into this little mask and change that from positive to negative. So now it's highlighting just that little section. So like, if you think, I have to like, use my hands to demonstrate this. This clip, the one on the top, is everything but the sword. But everything but this section which contains the sword. This next clip right here is that little clip which includes the sword. The bottom clip is going to be the color we want our sword. Let's make the bottom one a green sword. These green swords look cool. Yeah, there you go. See, it's already looking pretty narwhal. Pretty narwhal. Okay, so let's that's pretty sweet. You might be able to hear my family singing. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. But you know, I wasn't done. So now I'm gonna go here and change that, you know, to negative. And change that to negative. And now it should always be, you know, negative and kind of keeping that sword. But we ended up getting way too much. Obviously, like that's. So I'm gonna go back to this little chroma key here and you know, kind of just mess with these little sliders until I get it to just do like just the sword. Might want to bring that little up. Bring it up higher to the white. Yeah, I'm just playing around, getting these things looking good. That doesn't look too good. That looks pretty stupid. Pretty stupid. You can usually kind of fix a lot of like those. Let's see, like there's a little like smudge over there. You can usually kind of fix that with just kind of blur it out. You don't really notice it. The good thing about this effect, opposed to using the first one I showed you, where you mask directly on the sword, is it also kind of gets the glow kind of on him. But I'm gonna go. You see those like hard edges? We don't want those. So go back to this thing, pick both. Actually, I think this one had. Yeah, there you go. Now I feathered it. Now, you know, there you go. Boom. Now the edges look good. That thing looks good. Back to this one, do the same thing. Put on both, you know, and feather it in a lot. This tactics works a little bit. It seems like for this trick where you do the chroma key, or if you have After Effects, if you're doing the color corrector, you really have to like not have any of the same color on the page. But I mean, it works. If like you were in a very dark room and a guy was walking around with a sword, you could use this color corrector and it would be a ton easier. But for such like times like this, it's probably not worth it. Like I know that took, you know how much longer that took. But it does look a lot better if it works. because I mean it actually gets everything, and you don't see the edge of the mask. It actually gets all the glow like around his. You see how it's kind of glowing on his leg. So again, now you can just go down here and change it to like make it. Oh, that's. I actually considered doing this at one point, just giving him the blue that they always have. They have blue, but making it super like saturated. That's kind of cool. Maybe not like that, but yeah, isn't that pretty awesome looking? Like, that's a pretty cool looking sword. Or you can make it red. His sword was supposed to be actually more of like a orange. Raptor's sword was. It kind of changed around. Wait, turn out of the way. Supposed to. Just creating keyframes. So there's the first place. Here's another example. Here's one where I'm going to try that. I'm going to make 2 clips. Make this one. I'm going to chroma out the. Let's do his eye color. And I'm going to make the bottom color. Let's make his eyes red. Oh no, it did like everything. We don't want that. Let's go back up here. Hope I'm not boring you by this. And try to isolate his eye. Sometimes you have to. Oh god, dang it! Not at all what I want. Like sometimes you have to kind of like adjust it, like for yourself. Although like you shouldn't have to. You do. It kind of gets the rest of the screen. Not the best, but I mean, whatever. His eye is now pink. So is his face. So I don't like that. Let's move on. That's stupid. Alright, let's do another, I'll show you another original mask. This is like, the way I do it for all of Raptor's swords. Just pick a place, go. Boom, boom. This is, whoops, like a little curve. This is, I usually do like, this is how many points I usually have on a Raptor's sword. It's usually like that kind of formation, like about like a 2 feather. And I even have a, actually for him I have a color corrector too, I think. Where is it? Oh, that's sword. That was his original sword color. I think I changed it around a little bit. I usually end up making it more like, I think I found a color corrector one that worked better. No, that doesn't look better, whatever. Yeah, kind of like that. That's his sword a little bit. Then you go back to the mask, make sure to kind of see like the edges aren't really working out. I think a few people mentioned like, oh, he's making it out with the black sword. That'd be cool. I'll show you now why black sword doesn't really work. Here, let's go. So now I got the sword. I'm just gonna make a black sword. Will you join me on my quest to make a black sword? Say yes. No, you have to say it out loud right now. Say yes. Thank you. Anyway, so here, see, like, everything just looks, it gets, like, all that crap looking black and weird. Doesn't look very good. I'd hardly call it a black sword. This is kind of poopy McPoopy. Like, seriously, what the F? What the heck? Yeah, this is what? How is it? Yeah, that just looks dumb. No, we're not doing black swords. I guess I could actually try, like, color curves. Maybe make it, like, nighttime. Where's the, Yeah, see, it just ends up looking bad. I'm not doing black swords. White sword's kind of cool. That looks kind of cool, to make it kind of glowy. You don't just have to apply color correctors to it. I could make it a, I could do some weird sort of, make it glow. Make a really glowing sword. Yeah? Nope. There we go. Yeah, you can do cool stuff. Or I can, anyway, you get the picture. There's some cool stuff there. Yeah, for scenes like this, I really had to, constantly, as I'd make a mask, 3 frames later I'd move them. Actually, it was more like 6 or 7 frames later. I'd move it and move it and move it. And stuff like that takes a really long time, especially when it, like, the sword flips around a whole bunch. Right now it's forward, now it's backwards. Here's the laser. Basically the same process. I think for this shot, here's a good example where you can, I'm gonna do that full screen color replacer. See how the only thing red really is the laser. I'll make the first clip a chroma key. Lol. That's my other wife that I'm cheating. I'm cheating on Mike right now. That's my other wife. Oh, anyway. So just pick the red, chroma key it out. Go down here. Let's make the color. What do you want to make the color? Not making it pink. You guys always pick pink. Let's make it yellow. Yellow. I could just rotate hue. That usually doesn't work actually. It looks so much like the red. Boba, is your father home? Yeah. Dad, Don Wee's here. Okay, I don't know what is going on right now. That wasn't. Why is it not chroma keying out the red? Like at all. Can't say that I've ever had this problem. I think it's screwing around the keyframes right now. There's something weird that's really whacked up. What the heck? Let's not use color corrector. Let's do color corrector secondary. Let's just rotate the dang hue. I'll make it more red, and then rotate the hue. There we go. Then now you're starting. Oh, cool. Blue laser. Oh, nice kind of cyan laser. There we go. Increase the saturation a bunch. Okay, now we'll go back to our chroma key here, and maybe chroma key out, all the red. And why is that not doing anything at all? Yeah, what is wrong? Something's really messed up right now. Taking that off and starting over some messed up that chroma key. Just pick like a nice red color. And woo! Looking pretty good. You can tell, like you can still see like the original reds. Sometimes it actually helps to do it twice. See how the laser has two different colors? Sometimes I'll do one of one color. Yeah. No, I just finished it off. Yep. There's like half a bag left. There's less than half. It's like a third of a bag. Or less. Quarter bag. Yeah, this is why it's really hard to do stuff like this. I'm gonna put on like a second chroma key. How is that there's no one home and I'm still getting my stuff interrupted? Okay, anyway. Let's do one of like that high pink color. And I should just lock my dog in my room. Great. Now I gotta let her out. Do that later. I mean, now it's kind of like super. Yeah. See, like make the second color like a. The first one I kind of picked like a light red. For the second one I'm gonna pick like. That's also light red. This like one, like a darker red for the first, and then for the first one I can go. I need to make it not get the rest of the whole world. There we go. Now I got like that little beam in the middle with like that second chroma. There, now it looks pretty good, But yeah, see this, everything's changed around, so it's hard to get kind of perfect. I could actually go up down to here and mess around with this a little bit more. I usually don't like using rotate hue because it makes everything else change that color. You don't tend to. Why is it really sensitive? I don't know what's wrong with my Vegas right now. Anyway, you get the idea. There's your tutorial. Hope that helped in some way. See ya.